Charity in the morning.
All right, poll question at KZOZ.com, brought to you by McCarthy's. Which of these sports are you most likely to play? Golf is leading the way right now. It doesn't surprise me, but there's golf, tennis, pickleball, or soccer. Which one do you think doesn't have any votes?
Soccer. Soccer is one of the ones that got on there on the poll, and I thought, soccer's hard. And the reason why football, basketball,
why not
baseball?
Yeah. Why aren't those on there?
Maybe basketball should be on there instead of soccer. I have no problem taking soccer off.
No, leave soccer on there because people play soccer.
Well, that was my rationale on this is Damon Garcia and Barney Schwartz are my rationale on this, because those places are packed on the weekends with soccer games that are either organized or soccer games that are like drop-in soccer games. Like they're organized from the standpoint that like the people that are playing organize the league, which God, I couldn't imagine. I can't handle 14 whiny bitches in a fantasy football league. I couldn't imagine doing a whole league of 11 players per team. Come on, are you kidding me? You're talking about hundreds of people here. Just the popularity of it, especially now after World Cup and all that stuff, we put soccer on there. But basketball, you can play basketball pickup. We used to do it all the time when we were kids, and that's where this is kind of going on, is like barrier to entry sports. Like the barrier to entry on golf, tennis, and pickleball is super low. All you need to do is have somebody else say, "Hey, you want to go play a game of tennis? Hey, you want to go play a game of pickleball? Hey, you want to go for a round of golf?" The barrier of entry is so
golf. You
low.
don't even need another person. You just go by yourself.
That's true. I've done that many times.
Yeah,
it's great. It's you against the course.
Fishing should be on there. Fishing.
Oh, hey, let's put fishing on there. Yeah, absolutely.
So you think it's a sport?
I don't think it's a sport, but for the sake of this argument, listen, I like fishing now. And I
was
still
sure
don't,
you would like fishing if you just.
I still don't think it's a sport, though. I still don't think it's a sport.
I mean, it's a competition if you're competing against somebody else or yourself.
But
what makes it not a sport?
I'm going to put fishing and basketball in there.
What is it to you makes fishing not a sport?
You're not doing any movement.
Sure you are. You're casting.
That's not movement. Come on.
And if you've ever caught a big fish, it's the fight of your life.
That's true. I mean, there are times when you're like, whoa, okay, you got to do a little bit more. But it's like, I mean, we're talking about most fishermen. Most fishermen, they're going out and catching something that is a fraction the size of them.
A lot of fishermen, they're hiking to lakes, streams, rivers, fly guys, they're whipping that thing around.
Yeah, but the question is not which sport is the hardest to get to. The question is, which sport are you most likely to play? And play, and like that's the problem. That's probably why, because the way it's laid out and worded. Fishing and playing, when you go fishing, you're not playing a sport. You're not playing a sport when you go fishing. You're doing something.
I'm playing to win.
Against what?
Against the fish.
Against the
hunting.
fish.
I'm hunting. Hunting a sport. Hunting is no different.
Such a competitive.
But here's the thing, and the mayor of Napomo figured this out because he's done it. You can be bad at this and still have a great day. Just
fishing?
Being away.
I'm not. Listen, this is not a.
No, I'm just saying that's the difference.
GoFishing.com.
You go to golf.
Commercial, okay? We're talking about
and you have a terrible round. You're not going to have a great day.
No,
you can go fishing and not catch a damn thing.
No,
and
because
still have
in
a
golf,
damn good day.
In golf, even if you have a bad day, let's say you turn in like a 115 or something along those lines, right? Because that's a high probability. That's a high probability on a bad day of golf. And one of those 115 shots was so good that you'll go back and you'll play again because you're like, oh, I could do this. I know I could do this. The other 114 shots were bad.
From Can You Smell What the Government is Cooking? Addressing you, Jeff.
Yes.
He says, Jeff, it's called sport fishing, and they're game fish. How is that not a sport?
That's the kind that's good enough to get televised, which applies to
Bass fishing, ocean fishing.
3% of fishers. Not even that.
Have you
and
seen
I'm talking
River
about
Monsters?
I'm talking about the ones that watch too. Okay.
You seen the show River Monsters?
Like I said, good enough to be televised.
I'm not bragging, but my biggest fish was 8 foot, 350 plus pounds.
Oh,
Caught
this
it for
is just
30
a way
minutes.
to set up your fishing brag?
I'm
Your
just
fishing
saying,
story?
that is the fight of your life.
Mayor
And there is
DePomo writes
no
in,
bass or trout or perch that will ever be the same after you catch a fish that big.
Mayor of Napomo writes in, he says, you catch nothing, it's still a great day. I disagree with that. I disagree staunchly with that. My son was recently on the end of that is was not the great day end of that. We had about 90 minutes before it got too hot to be fishing. Plus, we were taking fish from a pond on my in-laws' property and moving it to another bigger pond, so it would populate that pond in a couple of years. So we had the fish from the small stocked pond in a bucket, and then we had to take it 3 miles down to the other pond. It's a reservoir. Okay, it's big.
Okay.
I mean, it's,
I'm guessing your father-in-law was heading this operation.
yeah. He's like, we need fish in the reservoir.
Well, that's good though. So, anyways, your son wasn't able to catch a fish.
So and his mom caught the 2 biggest fish of the day in the stocked pond, and I caught a couple fish in the stocked pond. His sister doesn't even like to fish. His sister caught a fish, and he caught nothing. And you want to tell me catch nothing still a great day? That was not. That did not apply.
He's a kid. There's a difference. When you're an adult, a bad day of fishing is better than the best day at work.
He disagrees with that philosophy.
He's too young, and
that's
he got
the worst
outfished by
day of
his
fishing.
mom and his sister and his dad, who he could obviously look at and realize he can't fish worth a damn.
Yeah.
And so he's starting to feel like, all right, I got to try harder. So what did he do? Did he get online? Did he try to?
Well, it got too hot.
Things?
It got too hot. No,
I'm
didn't.
saying afterwards.
He ended up chalking it up to, okay, wasn't my day. And
that's not a bad attitude either.
And but still was not happy about it and tried to fish beyond, like, he's the reason why we stayed about 20 to 25 minutes later than we wanted to, because the fish were like, it was hot. It was like 95 degrees outside and we had no shade.
Weren't you there the year that we went up and we did our first sturgeon trip and I sat in the boat by myself for like 4 hours after everybody else had left?
Yeah, I was
drinking
on the shore. I was drinking on the shore.
Everybody was up there. I sat in the boat for over 4 hours just waiting. And finally it happened. He's got the heart. He's got the dedication. And one day,
I mean, the fact that he wants to, the thing is, he wants to keep doing it. He doesn't ever want to leave. Like, it could be like the sun's going down. I'm like, hey, sun's going down. Let's go eat some dinner. He's like, hold on, just 15 more minutes. And that's even when he's catching fish. So he does have that built into him. But I have a tough time calling it a sport. Doug, who won't ride roller coasters, writes in. And he says he has a problem with people that sit in a tree stand and wait for a deer or whatever they're hunting to walk by and then shoot it, and then they call that hunting. That's not hunting.
That is hunting.
No. You're not.
Doug, that's exactly what hunting is. What are you talking about? There's different ways to hunt.
But how is that a sport? How is that a sport?
When people sit in a tree stand waiting for a deer to walk by, and that's not hunting. Yeah, that's exactly what hunting is. I mean,
how's that a sport?
There's guys that sit in blinds and shoot and put decoys out and then shoot ducks.
This is my problem, and this is why hunting's not on the poll question, is because there's no sport involved in that. There's no loss except for if you don't hit it, that you lose a round. That's what the loss is.
I mean, there's
you still got to shoot your gun. That's
I'm
fun.
I'm not a big hunter. So I haven't done a lot of it, but I think what you're thinking is you have to go up to a hillside and glass with binoculars to the next hillside and then you have to go, and then you shoot it, and then you kill it. And guess what you got to do now, Doug, who probably, I don't know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, is you got to go process that animal, and now you got to pack it all the way back.
I have a.
If you're at a deer stand outside on your property, it's much easier to get that thing in. Hopefully you can drive your truck, your side-by-side out there, load it in the back, take it to the garage.
That would be my biggest fear of hunting, actually, is going out into the middle of nowhere, actually hitting something, and then having to bring it in. I have a short-tailed relative, marriage relative who hunts bears. He goes out on bear season, and he hunts little brown bears, black bears, whatever they're called, and he'll go out and he hunts them, and it's 3 trips. Like, you have to cut the bear up on site in 3 trips. Like, you have to take a third of the bear in to where you're taking it, go back out to where the bear, you killed the bear, get the other third of the bear, bring it in after cutting it up.
Yeah. Well, because they're big animals. I mean, it's unless you have a way to haul it all in.
Go get the last third of the bear. I'm like, so wait, you have to kill a bear in the morning, and then you have all day long is dedicated to bringing the bear back? And he's like, yeah. Like, why do you do that? That does not sound like fun at all.
Here comes a woman and said, wouldn't hunting just be a hobby?
I agree. I agree with you, Lucretia.
From somebody who has never hunted, I guarantee you. She lived in the South too.
I mean, the real sport is bringing back that damn animal. I would miss on purpose. I would be out there. I'm like, oh man, almost got that one.
Instead, you scare the entire herd away, and your friends want to shoot you now.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, sorry I missed on that one, guys.
All right. The results in the poll question at kzoz.com, and we were asking which one of these is a sport. Did you add fishing to it? You did. Okay, so I guess we should give it some more time. I already voted, and that sucks because I wrote golf, but fishing is where
golf's winning.
Golf is where I would be. I mean, fishing is where I would be, but golf has got 75% of the vote. Pickleball's got 25. Tennis, soccer, fishing, and basketball have no votes. You can vote now, KZOZ.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Let's ask Gavin about the 2 questionable sports. Hunting and fishing, Gavin.
As sports?
Yes.
He's 21, right? What are you, 21?
I like how you... Hey, don't discredit somebody just based on their age.
I'm not.
He's a sports guy.
My question first is, have you ever hunted? Have you ever fished?
I have technically fished, but it was like, I don't think I was even 10 yet. I don't remember.
When you're 7?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, he can't answer this question.
Yeah.
Why can't he answer this question?
Because he's never done it.
I think
that
that's
doesn't
fair.
matter. You can still.
I mean,
have
when
an
you're
opinion.
7
you can
and
still
your
have
dad
an opinion on it,
or your grandpa holds you a rod that he casted for you and has a bobber on it. He's like, if that goes down, you start reeling. That's not fishing. That's reeling.
It never even went down, too.
They have this little thing. It's so funny, Gavin. They have this little thing that they sell online, and it's and you put it at the end of your rod. And this is why it's not sport, okay? And you throw the line out there, and then if it starts to move, these 2 little balls will come together. And it's like a bell. It's like a it makes noise. It makes a clicker noise or something. And they have all kinds of these things, I'm sure, like bells and balls and all kinds of stuff. And then you set your beer down, and then you go up and you pick your rod up out of the rod holder because you can't even hold the damn thing in this sport. and then you reel it in.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. So you don't consider them sports then?
I think hunting I could see more than fishing.
What's the difference?
Why?
I think that I guess that's I don't know. But I think with fishing, especially with what you just described, and I was listening in before where you were saying like it's 3% maybe of people, like it would be, I think, really hard. I mean, you could consider it a sport, I guess, like a personal sport, but I could never see it as like I don't know. I think it would be hard to see like national competitions or like a televised sport.
Competitions.
Well, there are.
It is televised.
Where is it televised, though, Jeremy? On the Outdoor Channel?
It's on Fox Sports. It's on. I don't know all the networks. We could look that up. That's easy to look up. But I mean, there's Major League, fishing, which is there's ESPN.
Yes, there is a professional element
fishing
to
league.
it.
Saying that
Okay,
it's
I
like
think
not a
it
sport.
is
there is a
televised.
professional
Should be a
element of
sport.
guys that have fish finders and bells on the end of their thing, and they've
Well,
got
it's
all
just
these.
it's no
I'm just
different
saying-
than wearing the best sneakers you can buy, and I mean, there's a tool to every sport, right?
It's not a sport though. That's the thing.
That's changing
It is
fundamentally how you're playing the sport. Like football gloves will help you catch, but you're still catching. Like if you're fishing, you're changing. Then if you're just sitting, you're not watching and
No, you can't see. You can't see. Okay, the difference is, like for example, when you're hunting, you can see where an animal is. When you're fishing, you can't see through the water. Now, so what do fishermen do? Well, they know structure and they know cover. And cover is like where trees would be coming over the water, for example. Structure would be like where rocks are out in the water. Fish like to hang out there. So you try to find those spots. Now, having
How do you know
fish
that?
finder,
How do you know the structure part of it? If you can't see in the water, how do you know the structure part of it?
because you just kind of know when you look at a landscape where a hillside comes down with there's rocks on that hillside, it probably looks the same under
Nothing
the water.
to do with that radar gadget that you have on your boat.
If you run off a point, a lot of points have rocks, and that's where there's a lot of fish on points. So I mean, there's ways to do it. Yes, the fish finder does help, and the fish finders are getting much better now. They have they scan the bottom. You can see where trees are at, so you know to drop over there because they like to hang around that kind of thing. So. Mike, by the way, writes in. He says, "I bet Dustin. I'm sorry, Dustin. He thinks your name's Dustin.
Well, I'll take
he
it.
says, I think Gavin thinks Donkey Kong is probably a sport.
Which is interesting
So,
because
like, esports?
But I don't
Gavin,
think Donkey Kong is something he played.
Gavin, as
No,
a budding
yeah.
sportscaster,
Was not alive
has done esports events
I have.
and make the case for esport as a sport over fishing or hunting.
What is esport, by the way? Explain that. For us.
Video
Video
game
games.
sports, pretty much. So it's like, yeah, competitive video
That
games.
is not a sport. That's a game. It's a
Yeah,
a
honestly,
hobby.
as someone who's casted esports, I still don't know if I can call them sports. I think that they're competitive video games, but I don't know if that's a sport. Like that's games still.
quick poll update, by the way. Which one of these sports do you like to play? We have golf, tennis, pickleball, soccer,
Which would you
fishing,
likely
and
play?
basketball. Likely play. And the leader right now is golf at 50%. Tennis and pickleball each get 12.5%. Oh wait, we're missing some numbers. Fishing comes in at 25% in number 2.
Oh yeah,
behind
because
golf.
you rallied the base. You rallied the base
got
of fat
it.
asses
Got it
that
together.
stick
You
bells on
calling it
stick
not.
bells on the end of their rod and can go drink beer and smoke a brisket.
Okay, that's not how everybody fishes. You watch. That's how me and my friends fish when we want to be lazy, and that's for sturgeon. That's different than
I
if
see
you're
it as an
fishing for
excuse,
bass
and
or
like-
trout
like,
or something
Just
else.
be transparent, okay? It's an excuse to tell your wife I'm going to go fishing, but it really means I'm going to go drinking. That's what it really means.
You're gonna
Well, I
hang
mean,
out
for
and
some
bring some
people-
fish in along the way.
For some people, I fish
And
with
we
people
all
that
have
don't
our
drink.
excuses with our wives. I get it, okay? But just like be honest with us about it.
Firestone Dustin writes in. He goes, "It's literally called sport fishing." And yes, you're right. We
Well,
brought
I don't
that up
know.
earlier.
Like I
by
could
the
call
way.
it sport walking, and it doesn't. I mean, I think
Especially
it's a
here
sport.
where guys are going out in the ocean. No, but that's not what it's called. Nobody calls it sport walking.
I'm going to go play some
I
sport
was gonna
pickleball.
say, you can
But
call
it's
it
actually
anything.
called sport fishing. It is called sport
That's
fishing.
good for
especially
it.
when you're fishing for larger fish in the ocean.
Every day
which
I
a lot of
drive to
people
work.
do.
I
Specifically-
sport drive.
Okay, well you're just bastardizing the whole thing now. And
Oh, really? But that's what this whole conversation is about. It's all bastardizing.
Mayor Napomo writes in. He says, "I can tell Jeremy's getting fired up. Tell him Bigfoot isn't real." Okay, all right, we're not going there. All right.
Sports seeking is that sport because you can't hunt in Bigfoot because he doesn't exist.
When we come back, Def Leppard, and we'll play some Def Leppard, and you can weigh in on the poll right now. Fishing's in second place at 25%. Golf number 1. Nobody's voting for soccer or basketball, which I'm surprised on basketball.
That surprises me a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people play basketball. All right.
93.3 KZOZ. Rocks. Morning.
Have you ever heard of this thing called iBobber?
iBobber?
Pro weed smoker writes in. By the way, weed smoking a sport if you're a pro. Pro weed smoker writes in.
He's in a league of his own.
Yeah. Pro weed smoker writes in and says, I bought this thing called an iBobber, and it is a fish finder that sits on your line.
Oh, yeah.
And then casts the
Bluetooth to your phone, right?
Yeah, it goes to your phone. He said, pretty dope. Pretty dope. Is that sports?
Is that sports? It's a tool, Jeff. It's just like golf has different tools that you will use.
So the
clubs
fish aren't
for
as
different
technically
distances.
advanced as the humans are. That's
I wouldn't say this has anything to
gotta
do with
catch
fish
up.
being technically advanced.
The fact
the
that
fish are just sitting there.
they will bite hooks.
They're fish, all right? Their brains are the size of your pinky.
Right,
nail.
exactly. So how is that even? How is that even, Steven?
Well, it's not. Why does it have to be even? I mean, you're just trying to see if they're there. That's all you're trying to do. Are you wasting your time?
I love the
make fishing
excuses
more
like it's hard to
efficient.
see them in the water. That's what makes it. That's what makes it a sport.
Well, that's the whole
Yet
point of a
we
fish
have
finder.
things that we can make them so we can see them in the water.
You did realize you brought up fish finder. I was explaining to you because you have no clue, and so that's all I was doing is explaining to you why people use them. Now, tricks that people use. There's little
Cheating.
sonar things where
cheating.
they put out little sound sonar signals that draw fish closer to the boat.
Cheating.
You make the fish come to you?
That's like poaching.
there
That's
is
like,
no rules
That's like
when it
startling a
comes
deer
to
in
fishing.
headlights and
not
shooting
a
it from your
sport then,
truck.
right? You have
The
to
only
have
rules in fishing
structure and rules.
are set by Fish and Game, and that is how many you can keep and how big they have to be. Those are the rules, and that you have to have a license.
Wait till I become governor of this state. I'm going to change fishing game. That's good. The platform that I run on.
You will be shot immediately. I guarantee you. People that
Fishing
fish
is
on
not a
guns.
sport.
All right, you will be
You
taken
think
out.
President Trump's got problems with assassinations?
Don't even try. Fishing is a skill, a pastime, a hobby. I agree with Only Buy's greatest hits albums. Might be the smartest thing you've ever said. No, I think that I agree with that. I mean, I don't know. There is sport fishing. There is, if you're out in a derby and you're competing against others, now it's more of a sport. But if you're just hanging out with a friend or by yourself, hitting a pond, a stream, a lake, whatever, it's not really a sport at that point, is it? It's more of a hobby.
Yeah.
Just like golf.
Gavin,
That's what I would agree with.
which of the sports on the poll question, Gavin, are you most likely to play? These are
Basketball
the
for
questions.
sure. Soccer second.
Basketball?
The two lowest ones were like what I was thinking would be the top two.
Basketball, it is tough because you got to get five guys, or
You
maybe
do.
three.
I mean, you
play
can
three.
just like we like shoot hoops, dribble around, but it is less of like you can't play the sport. Then you're just playing by yourself.
You need six
You need-
minimum.
yeah, right,
Six
exactly.
people minimum.
3-on-3.
Yeah, 3
What about
3
2 on 2? No.
I don't know if
You
you
can
can.
do two
Yeah.
on two, I
Oh
guess,
yeah.
but-
What's the line for a sport?
I guess you could play 1-on-1 too. I mean,
yeah. One on one. King of the Hill.
yeah.
That's a
Pig.
good one.
Basketball
Yeah, oh,
now
yeah.
getting 9% of the votes. Pickleball and tennis fishing at 27. Golf is dropping fast to 45.
Jeremy didn't play basketball growing up. I played against him once, and it was
It was evident.
yeah.
I was a
Like
wrestler.
he was a wrestler, so he tried to wrestle basketball you. It was ridiculous.
And I'm
I
shorter
was like,
than
"What are
he
you
is.
doing, man?"
So I was just trying to get the ball.
Hell of a defender. Hell of a defender, that Jeremy. And I'm
Put him
like,
on
I'm
those
not playing
'90s
with you,
Pistons teams.
man. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like Bill Lambier and Dennis Rodman all rolled up into one.
This had to be like 2000, maybe even 98 or 99. I mean, it was a long time ago, before you were born, Gavin.